Y'all. Y'all, Mimi Faust has entered the chat, okay? Mimi Faust has entered the chat on this Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman divorce. So I know it's bright and early, and I was just gonna do a regular video, but I said it's a lot of ground to cover, right? And so sometimes when it's a lot of ground to cover, I'm like, let me just go ahead and do it live, get on the line with my people, you know what I'm saying? And let's get into this tea because it's a lot to kind of go over. All right, so before we start, make sure you guys let us know where you're watching from in the chatterization. Let us know where you're watching from. We like to know where our people are watching from. All right, with that being said, let's stage dive into what we got to talk about. So, late in the Friday night hours, okay, late in the Friday night hours, we all get word that Mimi Faust has posted a photograph of Drew Sidora and Mimi's ex, Ty Young. So first, let's discuss the photo. Here it is, all right? Now, we're going to cover all the bases. I think I saw this on Housewives of ATL. I think I saw this on the Neighborhood Talk. It was everywhere. And so, but it's Friday night, so I'm not, y'all, in the nighttime hours, I ain't trying to be working for real. So I was like, okay, we're gonna talk about this in the morning. So of course, when I got up this morning, I said, okay, so let me do some search. Let me do some searcherizations, right? So number one, Mimi Faust posted this to her Instagram stories. And you guys can see it here. Now, shout out to Freddie O, where this photograph is taken from. We'll talk more about this photograph in a second. So what I want you guys to notice is that the words to the song, okay, Munch by Ice Spice are playing over the Instagram story. Okay? Now we're gonna come back to Carlos in a second, Shanisha. So hold that thought. Hold that thought, boo. All right. So for those of you guys who don't know the words of this particular artist and this particular song, I'm just gonna read you a couple. You can see what's on the screen right here. Negro eater, he ate it for lunch. Okay. Now, this is the hook to the song. And for those of you guys don't know what the hook is, that's the chorus, okay, of a song that kind of hooks you in for those who don't know music. So I'm going to read you the entire hook. You thought I was feeling you. Nah, that Negro a munch. Negro a eater, he ate it for lunch. B, I'm a baddie. I get what I want. Like you thought I was feeling you? Nah, thought I was feeling you. That Negro a munch. Negro a eater, he ate it for lunch. B, I'm a baddie. I get what I want. Okay. Just to give you some perspective on the lyrics to this song. All right. Now, also, again, notice you will see this here on the Neighborhood Talk, but we're going to come back to that in a second. We're going to come back to it in a second. All right. So, you guys may wonder, where is this photograph from? Okay. Where is this photograph from? Well, I will tell you. Let me pull it up. This is actually from a video on Drew Sidora's page. Here is the video right here in question. This is actually a video from Ralph Pittman's birthday soiree. Now, I can't really, if I can stop it, I'm going to stop it right. You see Sonia Richards-Ross? There we go. That is where the photograph was taken from. Because I had to go back and look. Somebody asked what camera I'm using. It's a Usano. It's a streaming webcam. I got it from Amazon for about $80. Now, when you look at this photo, this is, again, a photograph from the night in question, the event, which was indeed, okay, it's Ralph Pittman's 40th birthday party. Now, this was edited 2 days ago. I'm not sure why it was edited 2 days ago. I just happened to notice this. But if you notice here, you can see it was edited 2 days ago. Now, 2 days ago was when the story first broke about the divorce. So maybe she took out Ralph Pittman's name. I don't know. It just says it's a party, happy 40th. Boom. But she does tag Ty Young in it. So it's not like she's making any, she's not making it no secret who she tagging and that they cool. So I don't know. All right. So keep that in mind. All right. Now, for those of you guys who don't know who Ty Young is a retired WNBA player who used to date in an on and off situationship with Mimi Faust. So now when you look at Mimi posting this, it's kind of interesting that she posted it with the breaking news at the top of it, right? So again, bear this in mind. Why does she put the breaking news on that IG story? Well, I can only surmise. I'm taking an educated guess. And again, this is alleged. This is me putting the pieces together. Okay. I'm not saying I'm correct, but I am saying I'm pointing to you what has happened and the trail of events as they have occurred. Okay. Now, if you head over to the media takeout, because again, I had to start doing some Googling and some digging, and I'm like, where is, how did this come about? Why might she have posted that photo out of the blue, like all of a sudden? So you head over to media takeout, and I'll put the link in the description down below. Actually, I will put it in the chat. You guys can read it for yourself. There it goes. All right. But I can pretty much tell you what it says. All right. Now, the report alleges that they spoke to a person close to Ralph and Drew, and that person, that source, told them that Ralph may have been jealous of Drew's close friendship with Ty Young. Okay. Now, this insider told Media Takeout that Drew and Ty developed quite a friendship in recent months, and the insider claims that they went to witness one interaction between Ty and Drew and observed Ralph's reaction to the two ladies. Now, it doesn't say what the interaction is. It doesn't say that the interaction was anything of substance, just that there was an interaction. Okay, so that could be talking to, that could be, oh my God, hey girl, how you doing? That could be a hug, that could be whatever. But whatever the case may have been, that person alleges that Ralph's reaction was observed. That person also alleges that Drew was showing a lot of attention to Ty and basically ignored Ralph. And you can see on Ralph's face that he was upset. The insider then goes on to say it's not like Drew was getting close with. Well, I'm not going to say what the rest of it says. You have to read it for yourself because I'm not going to say that. But Media Takeout does add in, they did not see any evidence of Drew's relationship with Ty as anything more than a platonic friendship. But according to sources, Ralph allegedly feels different. Okay? Allegedly feels different. All right? So now, let me take things back over. Here's the interaction in question. So what Mimi had to have done was taken this photo, cropped out everybody else, and put it on her IG story with the breaking news that leads it. Now, there's no link to Mimi's IG stories, but again, that story, what's today? The story came out on Media Takeout March the 2nd. Okay. Mimi Faust posted her story on March the 3rd. So I'm just putting 2 and 2 together and making my own observations. Okay. Now, let's take things a step further. Again, we just following clues right now. This is all speculation, but we following clues. Now, we head over to the Neighborhood Talk, one of our favorite sites. So, the Neighborhood Talk asks, is Mimi being shady or no? So then you see Carlos King post Reality with the King. And you see a user down here says, Carlos King, you called it. Now, if you guys head over to the YouTube and you watch Carlos King's reaction to the Drew Sidora news, the Michael Darby, Sue and Candace news, and the Peter versus Gordon news, if you watch that video, you will hear his assessment of their relationship and he doesn't go into details about what he knows, but he does some interesting speculation, and it's definitely a good watch. So watch that video. I will place that link in the description down below as well. So notice he put Reality with the King, basically a reference. Go back and watch that video. All right. Boom. Y'all. You see why I had to do this live? Do you see why I had to do it live? Okay. I had to do it live because we had to walk through the information. Okay, we had to walk through it. We had to really walk through it. And it makes me feel like Real Housewives of Atlanta, we need that trailer ASAP. Y'all need to move up that date. We need to move up that date. Why did Mimi post this photo? Because all she did was honestly add fuel to the fire from a report that was already out. Why did she post a photo? We're going to get more details as things play out in this situation. Why are we going to get more details? Because they're going to want us to have details. I told you the other day, as sure as the day is long, I said they're gonna tell us what happened. So all we need to do is wait. They're gonna tell us. I feel like they cannot help themselves for whatever reason. Whatever the parties involved cannot seem to help themselves in this situation. Oh, you know what? The photos are different. My bad. But what I'm saying is they came from the same night. That was my point. Thank you, Veronica. The photos, yes, let's look at them. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Let me go back to it. Dang it. All right, here's the photo that's posted. But it to me feels like again. Was it a solo shot or did she crop that out? The other people out. Let's go back. Let me go back to the Drew photo. Again, this is why we do it live, man. This is why we do it live. Yep, you right. Oh, this is why we got to do it live, Veronica. Okay, so let's look at it. Let's we are basically playing Nancy Drew at the moment, y'all. Okay. All right. In this photo from Drew's page, it's in a video, right? And there's no smile here, right? No smile. Everybody is posed up, looking like the boss pose. And then we go back to this one, and there's a big smile on Ty's face. So no smile, smile, no smile, smile. So Mimi had to have used a different photo, but it was obviously still photos from that same night. Okay. I don't know. It's just all interesting to me. Um, Mimi is never usually vocal on social media. It seems, except when it comes to like relationship stuff. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Well, my assumption would be because somebody says the photo is watermark Freddie O. My assumption would be that Freddie O was the person that was taking the photos. Dawn says, I'm not getting the vibe on this one. I feel Mimi saw an opportunity to be relevant if it really happened. Why didn't Mimi come out with it sooner? Matter of fact, why didn't Mimi girlfriend say something? I don't really know. I mean, again, all of this stuff is just really kind of popping up. So who knows? Yeah, I feel like that's what happened, Miss Neck Neck. The photographer took multiple photos and that was it. So it's the same night, clearly. It's just two different photos. I don't know. Listen, they're gonna tell us what's going on. Trust and believe. And they might not tell us like via their own words. Like they're not gonna come out. I don't believe that either one of them are gonna come out and say, okay, this is what happened. I feel like they're gonna tease it via TMZ, via People Magazine. Speaking of People Magazine, I almost forgot the rest of the news I got to talk about. Because according to People Magazine, because Kandi is doing her promo for the SWV and Escape show. And they did a press junket with People, and Kandi says she was very surprised by the divorce news. And she recently spent time with Drew Sidora at the Real Housewives of Atlanta photo shoot. Kandi says she was shocked because Drew didn't say anything about the divorce only one day before the divorce was announced. Okay? All about the comment. Yes. So for Kandi, so when you put it all together, it's just the painting a very interesting picture. So Kandi saying they did a photo shoot. Drew said absolutely nothing about this divorce. Nothing. All right. Nothing. Or give any indication. I don't think necessarily that Drew was supposed to say something to Kandi, but I do think that it was probably asked, did she give any indication that something was wrong? And I'm sure Kandi is saying, no, when I saw her, things seemed fine. Thank you for that super chat, Melissa Jones. I appreciate you. Kandi goes on to say she's praying for both Ralph and Drew and the kids and hope they can figure it out. She says, but obviously I've been around them a lot for the last couple of months. So even if she's been around them for the past couple of months and not noticed any of this, it's so interesting that you can totally miss something that is going on that is that big. But if you're not looking for it, I mean, because honestly, if you think about it, Kandi is probably used to Ralph and Drew and the way they sort of and their whole dynamic. Kandi goes on to say that Drew is in a film that she and Todd produced recently, and Ralph was coming the whole time, and they even spent Ralph's birthday, which is the end of January, at the piano lesson in New York with them. So she was like, when did it fall apart? She says, I have no clue. I don't know. All right. And so this just came out. This was published yesterday at 3 p.m. Okay. We got, hey, all the way from Ireland. Hey, Missy, thank you so much. We love you too. Um, we have one more story to discuss. Thank you so much, all about those comments. We appreciate you. As always, trust and believe. Thank you, boo. I hope this isn't a storyline. This doesn't feel like a storyline to me. If it don't feel like a storyline. No. Because I feel like if it was a storyline, it should have been happening when the season was actually still filming. All right, we got one more thing to talk about. Tammy and Evelyn. Lord have mercy. Do any of you guys watch the Miss Pat show? Hey, Sweden in the building. Do any of you guys watch the Miss Pat show? Let me know in the chatterization down below. Wait, Nicole. Yo, y'all are loving, some of y'all are loving Ralph. Let me just say that. Yes, I've seen it. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So I don't watch the show, but maybe I should. I heard it's really funny though. All right. So apparently, in a recent episode of the Miss Pat show, they actually reference Evelyn Lozada. Okay. So our friends over at the BBWT Inc. caught this post from official Kim Barbie on Instagram. Did you see this episode? Tony says, send in some Saturday love. I'm not sure I understand the story about this Drew and Ty Love Miss Pat show. It is hilarious. The Drew and Ty story, I think, is it's speculation, but it's just interesting that Mimi posted that photo and the news. And so what we did was we followed the trail of crumbs regarding the news around it. Okay. That's pretty much what we did. Thank you, Boo, for that super chat. All right. So on the Miss Pat show, apparently there was, and this is on Netflix. So apparently there was an episode recently where, and Tammy is a co-star on the show, where they shaded Evelyn. Basically, they called her a D-list star during the season finale. And they pointed out Tammy's face when it was said, okay? It's the smirk for me. It's Tammy in the background, like, oh, it's on BET. My bad. It's not on Netflix. I thought it was on Netflix. My bad. This is why you gotta do things live. Look at Tammy in the background. I see y'all. I see y'all. Thank you for that correction. Listen, y'all, they ain't gonna ever get over this beef, baby. They are never gonna get over it. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's also on Netflix. Hold on. I thought it was on Netflix too, because that's where I see the episodes at. I thought. Let me check. Let me check my Netflix account. Hold on. Hold on with it. Hold on. I thought, listen, sometimes I'll be like, am I wrong? Or am I right? What is it? Miss Pat show? Okay. Hold on. I know Miss Pat got a Netflix special. I doggone thought it was on the Netflix too. Maybe I'm wrong. It's definitely she definitely got a comedy special on there. Oh, somebody said it's on both. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the comedy show. That's what I was seeing. Mm-hmm. I could not get over this when I saw it because I'm like, look at her. It's the smirk for me. It's the smirk for me. I just thought I would throw that in this story because I thought it was hilarious. Okay. Let me know in the chatterization what you guys make of this Drew Sidora, Ralph Pittman, Mimi hopping into the mix and throwing fuel on the fire of this already petty, petty, petty divorce between the run into the courthouse, okay, to file the papers first. Now this, baby, listen, they better be filming all of this and catching this at the end of the season because we need to know exactly what's going down. All right. I will say that I love Tammy as an actress. She's good on Truth Be Told too. Do y'all watch Truth Be Told? Truth Be Told is really, really good. It's like Truth Be Told to me is like a modern day Murder She Wrote with Octavia Spencer. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it, only difference is it ain't like Octavia Spencer solving a murder every episode. But she is on the case. Okay. She is as a bit, she's just as busy as Jessica Fletcher. I'm calling the divorce petty because of the two of them running to the courthouse to try to file for divorce first. Okay. And anytime I feel like two people are running to the courthouse to one up the other, that's a little petty to me. Okay. That's a little petty to me. You know what I'm saying? It is petty. I mean, Tony, yes, Truth Be Told is on Apple TV. Oh no, look, boo, it's no problem. I just wanted to explain it to you why I thought it was petty. Okay, it feels petty to me that they both running down to the courthouse, to see who can get there first. Allegedly. Oh my God, man! Listen, I just started watching Vanderpump Rules the other weekend ago. I watched it back in season 1. And baby, when I tell you I start watching shows at just the right time, okay? At just the right time, because it's a whole mess with that show. Yeah, it feels petty to me. I mean, they might have been passing each other on the way to the courthouse. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we uh love these morning wake up lives. You're right, they're petty. That's how it feels to me. It feels petty. Um, oh yes, it's definitely going to be a bunch of stuff happening. Messy, messy, messy. I'm ready for the SWV show and the Escape show as well. That's why I feel like they need to go ahead and push up the season before it's not fresh no more. I hope they don't gloss over it. I hope not. Um Yo, that show is a pure hot boiling pot of mess. If you ain't seen it, baby, let me tell you, you can start on this season. Trust me. And then look at the news. If you look at the news right now, just Google Vanderpump Rules. This show is a mess. It is a mess. Where can I watch Mary's new show? Let me know what we can watch it at. Give me the details. Messy Angel, if you like a good mess, watch it. It's on Mary's show is on BET. Okay. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, this is what I'm waiting for. I'm really ready for this. Because I need to find out what's going on with the sisters, man. Look, everybody at Bravo working over. Yes, indeed. Oh, is this on BET too? This is on BET. Is it on BET Plus or BET Hurt? It is a merry-go-round. It's a merry-go-round. They have hit an all-time high of mess. I'm like, wow. Okay. I've heard that we won't be getting Real Housewives of Atlanta till like May, but I don't know. It's on the regular BET. Okay. We talked about it on Wednesdays. No, Tuesdays live. I'm just answering a few questions right now. Yo, that show is wild. I feel like I watched her headbutt somebody out of the blue. Hey, lovely red. I need to find out more about that. Um. All right. I really wanted to just hop on this live and give y'all this tea. I like a little morning live. I really do. This is my type of jam right here. The good morning. I felt like I need a radio show or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Mhm. Did she have both of them on there at the same time? Let me know. I don't know. That's a really good question. I was wondering that myself. Oh, yes, it was a headbutt. um, listen, she ain't even if they did, she ain't even made it onto the episodes yet. But if you look at the news surrounding the show, oh my god, it's a hot mess. Okay, a morning radio. Let me figure out how to do that. Can I get up and be up every morning? That's the question. Um, she does beat up everybody on that show. Um, let me go on apply over at the iHeartRadio. Let me go send them a resume or something. Hey, hey, Charlene. What? Are you serious? You mean Raquel? Wow, 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 wow. Okay. um. All right, y'all. I have got some more work to do, and then I got to go to a brunch. So, with that being said, I'm gonna hit y'all a little bit later on. Thank you for being tapped in, tuned in, and turned on. Remember, all commentary is alleged until they say it's true. And I will see you guys in the next video.